coverage you can count on. This is an Erie News Now election update.
And it is another election update here on Erie News Now. Isaac Petcash joining you here at the alert desk as we are just getting word from the Associated Press that Democratic nominee Joe Biden for president has won the state of Michigan, and that puts him very close to the 270 electoral votes that is needed to win the White House. Let's take a look at our Electoral College map right now. Again, this over on erienewsnow.com. We're getting information from the Associated Press. That's where the state races are coming from. You can see the AP has Joe Biden at 264 electoral votes after Michigan's 16 puts him near that 270 vote tally. It's important to note the AP has called the state of Arizona for Joe Biden. That's a state that other networks have not called. Some networks have not called, but with the AP's decision, we are putting that state of Arizona in the Biden category. So at this point, you look at the remaining states on the map here, and there are really only 5 left. You have Alaska here, which is expected to lean toward the Republican Party. Donald Trump expected to pick up those votes. Pennsylvania, which of course has been heavily contested. You see right around there, 87% of the vote is in Pennsylvania, and the president leads that state by 5 points right now in Pennsylvania. Moving down to the south, there are 2 states that are still up for grabs. You see North Carolina, 94% of the vote is in. Trump ahead by 1 point in North Carolina. And in Georgia, Trump ahead by 1 point yet again. It looks as if 96% of the ballots are in Georgia. Moving over to Nevada, 6 electoral votes. You can see 75% of the vote has been recorded. Right now, Joe Biden with the lead of 1 point in the Electoral College. So what this means, this is a critical state that was called here in the last couple of minutes, because what that means is that if Joe Biden were to win any one of the remaining states besides Alaska, he would win the presidency. You take a look, Nevada is 6 electoral votes, Pennsylvania 20, 15 for North Carolina, and 16 for Georgia. So if Joe Biden were to win any of those states, he would then have the necessary 270 electoral votes to win the presidency. Again, we look here, we look at the numbers. You see Pennsylvania right now is leading Trump. You see North Carolina and Georgia is in the president's favor. Biden leading in Nevada. So if everything was to go the way it is right now, Biden would win the Electoral College 270 votes to 268. But of course, we aren't ready to make that decision right now. So again, you look at the Electoral College map, 264 for Democratic nominee Joe Biden, 214 for President Donald Trump. You see the race again. Some states have been called today. We've now called Wisconsin and Michigan today. Arizona was also called by the AP for Joe Biden, but we're still waiting on 5 states. And those 5 states, again, Pennsylvania, North Carolina, Georgia, Alaska, and Nevada are the 5 remaining states that have yet to have been called by the AP for the presidency in 2020. So we're, of course, going to keep you up to date on air and online with more information as we see fit. And as we hear the information come in, you, of course, will be up to date as much as we know. What we know is what we'll tell you when it comes to the voting and when it comes to the Electoral College of the presidency. We're just about 24 hours from when the polls closed last night, but still a lot we have to get to. The race has not yet been called, so we continue to keep you up to date with all the necessary information on Erie News Now and erienewsnow.com and our social media channels. So make sure to continue to stay tuned in. Erie News Now at 6 is going on right now. We'll leave you here on our social media sites with this live look at the White House on this Wednesday evening. But until then, everybody, make sure to stay safe and healthy.